It's not like you see an object that's devoid of significance, that you overlay it with significance and meaning, and then you act. That isn't how it works. You see the meaning of the object first. The meaning is what you see, not the object. That's why it took us so long to even develop a notion of objective reality, because we had to detach the meaning from the object, and that's almost impossible, because what you see is the meaning. So for example, there's a famous psychologist. He said, when you walk to a cliff, you don't see a cliff, you see a falling off place. And that's, if you're up on the 20th floor of a high rise and you get near the balcony edge, you feel that. And it's because you perceive the cliff, as a place where you'll die. And it's the death that you see. You don't see cliff and then think death and then respond emotionally. It's like, that takes way too long. You'd just be dead if that's how you perceived. And so you even exist in a relationship of imitation to the world. And I mean in a fundamental sense, way under cognition. It's way deeper than cognition. It structures perception itself, this imitative attitude. And I'll give you another example of that's associated with the idea of the light. So if you look up at the stars at night, you see the heavenly host, let's say, arrayed before you. It's really a situation where you confront the infinite, or as close as you're going to get in some real sense in your life. Maybe you see that in fire, and you see it in beauty, and you see it in someone you love. You see it in anything that inspires awe. And certainly the night sky will do that if it's dark enough, and you look up and you're sort of struck by wonder, and that's a sense of awe, and that can cause the hair on the back of your neck to stand up like great music can. That's piloerection. It's an instinct that's probably 60 million years old. It's really old. And if you ever see a cat respond to a dog, if a cat's surprised by a dog, it'll puff up and its tail gets this big around, and then it dances sideways. And the reason it does that is because it wants to look like a really big cat. And that's an automatic instinct, right? That dancing sideways and piloerection. And so the cat is entranced and awestruck by the dog, but its response is to turn itself into a predator. And so when we look at something that inspires awe, there's a call to us, right? And we feel that as a meaning, and it's as if the sky calls to you to be more than you are. That's what happens when you look up like that. And that's not cognitive. It's not propositional. It's way deeper than that. And so